Good morning, HCG lovelies. It's HCG Vegan Chick with my vlcd3 or 21, no, 22 day update. So maybe it's vlcd4. Oh, my little guy's going to come in the picture apparently today. Say hi, Dave. So this is my little 2-year-old that I talk about whenever I'm talking about somebody. So go. Can you go for me? So today is a good day. Well, not that every day is not a good day. It's kind of overcast and gloomy, and so I'm actually not feeling so hot today. I actually just kind of want to, okay. I kind of just want to like crawl up in a blanket and just get cozy and watch some shows today. But I actually have a meeting I have to go to this afternoon, so I have to get myself all dolled up. Hence, I took a shower today and washed my hair. I did an oil treatment yesterday, by the way, which I was using coconut oil, which, of course, is not pop on 500. But I also have seen so many different people using it, and I've actually been using it on my skin, and I don't seem to have any issues with coconut oil. So there's some controversy on whether you should use coconut oil or not. I currently side on the fact that the coconut oil is an MCT, a medium chain triglyceride, and therefore does not affect the body the same way as a standard olive oil or almond oil or those kinds of things. So I'm still using it. If I do start seeing it affecting my losses, then I will. I'll talk about that one later. But another thing that I really want to mention is that a lot of people will be like, "Oh, well, I did it and I gained weight," or "Oh, I did it and I stalled." Okay, here's the thing. Unless you do it once or unless you do it twice or more, you can't say that something made something happen if it only happened one time. That could be a chance occurrence. You may have stalled or you may have, gained weight that day, regardless of not changing anything else other than this one particular thing. Remember, our bodies go through cycles and waves. And it could be a hormonal thing. It could be, it could be something, a food mixture thing. There's a whole bunch of different reasons why that could happen. So for you to say, "Oh, well, I used coconut oil and I gained yesterday," is absolutely ridiculous. If you do it 2 days in a row and you gain or you stall, maybe. But you need to do it multiple times before you call it out and say, "Oh, yeah, this is what happened and this is what made me do it." So whenever I'm testing something, I will always test it at least 2 days in a row before I will give a report. Or if I give a report, I'll continue to test it a second day just so like I have a follow-up report. There have to be at least 2 tests. It has to be consistently doing the same thing. Otherwise, it doesn't work that way. So needless to say, that's a little bit of a pet peeve for me, especially when people are like, "Oh, but this is this and this and this," And again, I go back to the whole Apple Day. Somebody lost a 0.6 yesterday, and they're so excited about it after stalling for 4 days. Well, you may have lost a 0.6 regardless, just because you're 4 days on, but they think that the Apple Day really affected them. Again, if you go back to Simeon's protocol, the Apple Days are simply there as a psychological breaking point for the patient who can't deal with it. If you just stay the course, things will change. Your body will change. I was down 1.9 today after being 0.4 yesterday, and I admitted I was a little upset about that. I figured I'd be right back down to, what I loaded this weekend once I got, 2 days into the injections and on to the 500 calories. But that wasn't the case. It took me an extra day. I only lost 0.4 yesterday, and then I was down 1.9 today, which is actually what I gained one of those days. So I'm staying the course. I'm not doing anything drastic. I'm not, trying any crazy tricks like doing apple cider vinegar shots or doing Apple Days when I stall or, plateau for a couple days. I am not thinking about any of those things because it's not really worth it. It's not a race. And I feel like people who get into that aspect are looking at it more as a race than they are looking at it as a lifestyle change. And when you don't look at what you're doing right now as the ability to help you make huge lifestyle changes, then you're looking at it incorrectly. And if you're looking at it incorrectly, then you're going to go right back to where you were as soon as you get off of this protocol. And it may even not even be immediately thereafter, but you'll find that your old habits start coming back because you're not facing the issues that you're actually having that are caused you to be where you are. Um, and yeah, I can definitely talk about my, demons, and everyone has their own little issues, and I sort of have hinted at them before, but am more than happy to share my story if anybody's interested. Additionally, I'd love to hear your situations and where you're at, and know how you're feeling about certain things like stalls and plateaus, and knowing that things are going to change at their own rate, and that you sometimes just need to be patient. Because again, you're losing weight so much faster than the average person is losing weight or releasing pounds to begin with. Um, and then there's the whole aspect of me feeling how important it is to really be doing it via, making sure that I'm monitoring my fat losses as much as I'm monitoring um, my weight loss, because weight loss isn't the most important thing on the face of the planet. Fat loss is. It's getting rid of the fat on your body that's more important than the numbers on the scale. So yeah, you did an apple day, you lost 0.6, and that happened to be water weight. Oh, big deal. Does that really help you in the long run? No, not really. Because as soon as you drink a little extra or have too much sodium, your body's going to retain that, and there's really not a difference. You're really going after fat loss. So if you're monitoring your fat loss on a daily basis, you're going to be a lot happier. And there's a couple different ways that you can do that. I have a Weight Watcher scale that actually does monitor body fat loss. I also have it on I have to actually change that one every day when it comes to like the scale, like the weight that's in there. So that one's a little bit, it's more cumbersome, but it's probably a little bit more accurate as well, as my partner was saying. Because of the fact that the skin on your hand is thinner than the skin on your feet. Higher on my scale than it is on my handheld monitor. So I actually monitor both of them, not every day, but every once in a while, especially when there's a big gain or loss. I will definitely monitor both of them. As far as everything else, I mean, it's pretty much staying the course. I was hungry. I wasn't hungry at all last night, so I made myself eat the meal. Sorry, we got overhead planes going. I made myself eat the protein last night, but I really wasn't hungry, and so I was trying to get myself to at least eat the vegetable. And I made sauteed spinach, and it was already going bad, so I ended up not being able to eat it. And then I was hungry as the night went on, but I realized I really wasn't hungry. It was more just about the fact that, hey, I knew I had some extra calories and I wanted to eat. So I had a couple sips of broth, but that's about it. I didn't want to get into it. Um, so that's the storyline. Remember, guys, you can find me at the HCG Vegan Chick on Facebook, HCG Vegan Chick on Instagram, Pinterest, and Twitter. And also, you can find me here and on the website at hcgveganchick.com. I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Awesome.